And welcome, class. Here is our lab report format. So we're going to walk through it so you guys have a better understanding of how things should be formatted and what it should really look like. So at the top, you're going to write your name, title of the experiment, and then what period you have. Now, the purpose. You see where we have the right here? That is where you're going to type the purpose. So the purpose, it's usually to determine the percentage sugar and gum. Now, once I have that, this little bit, which is just a reminder for you guys when you get started on your labs, that can go bye-byes. Next one, TQAA for pre-lab questions. So as you answer them, it's just going to be your answer. Move on to the next one. And once you're done with those, you get rid of that little bit of information right there. And you're all set. We're done with 2 sections already. See, it can move fast. If you need more numbers, create more numbers. Just hit enter. So for equipment and materials, okay, you're going to make a list based off of reading through the lab. So, for example, on this one, you're going to need gum. You're going to need a balance. Well, we're chewing that gum, so we're going to need a mouth. And we might need teeth. Okay, so on and so forth. You make the list. There's certain things that should be on there, but there might be things that you think of that others don't, and that's okay. Once you're done with that, go ahead and get rid of that little reminder, and boom, you're done with 3 sections already. On the next section, it's the procedures. So literally, there's a section on the lab that says procedures, and it has the procedures written out for you from the top or beginning to the bottom or the end. And all you're going to do is you're going to type those word for word as a way of you having to read them and understand what steps we take in order to complete the lab. Once you're done writing those in, just go ahead and there we go. That one's gone, and we're done with procedures. Observations and inferences. On each lab, you're going to make 5 observation inference pairs, okay? Followed by the step of the procedure it lines up with. So, for example, if you made your first observation and you said the gum tastes sweet, well, your inference would be it has sugar. And that might coincide with 2. You're telling me that on step 2 of the procedure, you found out that the gum tasted sweet, or tastes sweet, and then it has sugar, is why you think that's your explanation for your observation. You need to have 5. If you want to have more than 5, go for it. Okay. Once you're done with that, again, just erase that top, and we're moving along at light speed. So, data. All of our labs, we have quantitative and we have qualitative data. The qualitative data we just completed with the observations and inferences. The quantitative data is where we're going to make a data table. So this spot right here, you're going to insert a data table, and you might need it to be 3 wide and 5 deep. And then you're going to make it like, let's say, items and as grams. And then I don't know if I need that one. If you don't need it, you can always erase it. Okay. And then you'll make that. Once you're completed with your data table, you're going to go ahead and erase that again. And you can move on to the next section. Now, the next section is for your calculations. Now, you can do calculations two ways. The first way, where it says work, you start typing in your work. So it might be 3.53 grams, and that might be the stick / wrapper, minus 0.13 grams, because that's the wrapper, giving us a grand total of 3.40 grams for the stick. So that's the stick of gum. You can show me that work. Or if you would rather write it out on a piece of paper and upload a picture right here. And you can just go insert image, and you might have a picture, photos, something like that. You can even go to camera. So I could go to camera, hit allow, take the picture, okay, insert it. And there I go. My work's in. Okay. Make sure that your picture is clear. Once you're done with that, go ahead and erase that as well. We're on to final conclusion already. So the final conclusion, you need to have one sentence. One sentence. That's all you got to answer the purpose. So on this one, I might say, we increment the percent of sugar in, and then whatever gum we're chewing. So it might be juicy fruit to be, and let's say it's 35%. Period. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of this. And our final conclusion is complete. Our last section is the post-lab. So again, look, you got to answer them in TQAA. Once you've answered them in TQAA, and there might be 3, there might be 5. And then again, all you got to do is hit enter. You add another line. You're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. And you will have completed a lab report. Now, what I recommend, I highly recommend this to you guys. I highly recommend that you go back through your lab reports and make sure that everything is exactly how you want it before you turn it in. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you've watched the video. In order to say that you've completed this, you need to type in chem, and that's it. Okay. Remember, chem is try, so give it your best try. And remember, just type in chem. If you have any questions, make sure to let us know, and we'll make sure that we get those answered and back to you as soon as possible.